In a world where tens of thousands of indie games are released each year, indie devs cry out to be heard, to be seen. And it's up to two brothers to get to know them.
Super Interview.
Hello world, my name is Mack and I love indie games.
I'm the Megabuck. I really love indie games.
And welcome to the Super Interview Brothers, a Buck and I side project where we go to real people that make real life video games, those things we love so goddamn much, and talk to them about what they are like and about the games they have made. Today, we have with us the creator of Peppered in Vas Most. Vas, please say hello to our viewers.
Hey everybody, thanks for having me.
Now, Vas is not his real name. He told me what his real name was, and I can't say it. I can't say his last name either. And to that, I'm sorry. I'm ignorant. Where are you from, Vas?
It's completely normal. I'm originally from Russia, though I immigrated to Germany for very obvious reasons.
When did you immigrate?
3 years ago. I've been living in Germany for 3 years now. I founded the studio here, and me and my wife are now working from here and making video games.
All right, Vas, I loved your video game, which we are going to talk about in a little bit. But first, the slogan of our show is we got to get to know you. So, Vas, I'm going to ask you the most important question that we ask every single person that comes on, which is, can you remember the very first time you either saw or played a video game? And do you remember what video game it was?
I do, actually. The first... it's not even a game, really. My parents gave me at the ripe age of 5, they gave me a PlayStation 0. If anybody remembers this gray brick of a console.
Of course we do.
And it had a demo disc on it. And the very first thing I played, it was not even a game, it's like a graphical test where a 3D, like a low polygon dinosaur was walking across the black void, and you could just rotate the camera and see and look at the animation, and I'm like, wow, this is the future. I guess I was easily entertained as this is gaming, bro.
Graphics will never.
I guess I was easily entertained as a kid.
Did you beat it? Did you?
Of course.
Did you beat Dinosaur Walks Across Field? That's my favorite game. Built by Koei Tecmo in 1993.
The second the internet came through, I uploaded like a full walkthrough. Of course.
I went on GameFAQs and I wrote the FAQ for Dinosaur Walks.
It's a sequel to Color a Dinosaur for the NES. Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. It's a kindergarten level of Let's Plays.
Did you have any home consoles growing up? You just said the PlayStation, but anything else?
I was firmly a PlayStation boy. I grew up on PlayStation 0, then I got the 1, then I got the PlayStation 2. And after that, I made my natural transition into a Nintendo fanboy. Once I became one of the only people on Earth who purchased Wii U, apparently.
I haven't played it. I didn't purchase it. Buck liked it.
Nobody did.
I missed it. It completely missed me for whatever reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I liked it.
I mean, I loved it too. I could play Wind Waker. It was amazing. What are you talking about?
I could play a GameCube game.
A lot of people consider it like a tech demo for what the Switch became, but it's still a great console.
Fair enough. And you know what? I bought the Switch after that, and I did not regret it. I still play it, and actually, I'm very stoked to port my game on one.
Yes.
So you're a PlayStation head, or at least you started as one, as a Sony guy. Here's my next question. Do you have a favorite video game of all time? And if not, do you have like a top 3 favorite video games, a top 5 favorite?
It's always
video
a loaded
games?
question, right?
I know. I'm sorry.
Well, okay, let's give it a shot. I'd say from top 3, it would definitely be Crash Bandicoot 2. Because obviously, I mean, it's a 90s thing, all right? I grew up with this thing. I know it's hostile to all living creatures who try to play it, but it's my childhood, right? So it gets a pass.
Yes.
I'd say on top 2, It's an obvious pick, but Undertale for a lot of reasons. Because it
Mm.
is the game that kind of pushed me into becoming a game developer.
Yeah,
Because
that
I
makes a
wasn't.
lot of sense.
Because I wasn't before I became a game developer. I used to be a video editor, screenwriter, and a director. Before I decided that I hate it, and I decided to switch careers.
Oh, interesting.
Did you know that's exactly what David Jaffe said when we talked to him? He
The
tried
guy
to
that
go
made
into
Twisted
movies.
Metal.
He wanted
Yeah.
to do
Oh, really?
movies, and he said, "Ooh, I hated it. They filmed live action scenes for endings for the first Twisted Metal, and his worked with his brother and
tedious.
his friends. They had to convince him to go back after the first day of shooting. He hated it so much.
No.
It's true.
You could not pay me enough. No,
That's
That's so
that's
funny.
man.
I didn't
don't
know.
want
I
to.
actually played Twisted Metal. It's a great game.
Yeah, and God of War as well he made, but it's true.
Oh.
That makes so much sense because I mean I don't want to skip ahead too much, but your writing in your game is awesome, and it made me. I wanted to ask you, what were you before this? Were you a writer? Did you get help writing this? But hold. I'll ask those questions later because that's amazing.
still
Thank
have
you
the
for this
top
piece of
3.
information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're stalling because I don't have a clear answer. You know what? Let it be Mass Effect 2 or whatever. Let's go with Mass
Yeah,
Effect 2.
good
Good
choice.
one.
That's a good
choice.
Because I do love games that combine narrative and gameplay.
That makes sense with this game as well. Yes, with Peppered. Preferred video game genres. Are you a platformer guy? Crash Bandicoot's high on your list. Are you, do you fuck with RPGs at all? Or, what's your preferred genre?
I'm not sure because lately I think I developed into like this obscure weird shit.
Yes, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
The connoisseur of obscure indie games that barely could be described as games even, I would say. Like lately I've been playing a lot of the Killer series, and it's just a walking simulator with this 2D PNG journalist girl going on this bizarre absurd adventure. It has really good writing and no gameplay whatsoever, and I'm like, just like with the dinosaur game, and this is peak cinema. This is amazing.
This is peak cinema.
So I guess I did not evolve much from the days of being a 5-year-old looking at the dinosaur.
Playing like Disco Elysium, I'd say the same argument. Amazing writing, amazing game. There's not a lot of gameplay in that game. But I beat it.
But Disco Elysium is amazing.
No, yeah,
Hands
but
down
say,
is one of the
I
best
get
games
what
I've
Vas
ever
is
played.
saying. You got to get some obscure ass crazy shit. Have you played or seen Indica, Vas?
Oh, I want to. It's in my wish list. I really want to.
There is a moment in the beginning of the game where for like 5 real life minutes you just fetch water from a well.
I saw that.
And
yeah.
I was just like, holy shit, this is art. I was like, this is amazing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, this is the reason why people should not ask me to advise them on which video games they should play, because I would sour them to the concept of video games forever, probably.
I'm so glad games have been able to be like that lately. But more on you, a couple more questions. What have you been playing lately? Anything at all, or you've been too busy?
Recently I played the game A Little Goody Two Shoes, which is like this RPG sort of game. Yeah, exactly.
The horror game with Little Red Riding Hood.
Yes, well, it's not exactly Red Riding Hood. It's some German folklore story, but whatever. It's this very fascinating combination where you have to play as a girl who strikes a deal with the devil, and she has to balance this out with not outing herself as a witch.
Right, and it's equally terrifying the whole time.
It is so good. It is so good.
Awesome.
And it has this 90s anime aesthetics going on, which is very lovely.
Yeah.
Buck, but I say Buck played that one. Unfortunately, I didn't hit
enjoyed it.
So you are Mostly Games. That's your company, right? Is that correct?
That's my company. Yeah.
Why'd you set? Obviously, your last name is shortened to Most. Why you settled on that name?
Because I'm egotistical, and that's a dumb pun of a name. So I thought, you know what? Why the hell not?
We make
I'm
all
not
games.
surprised.
It's mostly.
Yeah, but I was gonna say I'm not surprised. Almost all the answers are dumb pun or inside joke. Like, you know what I mean? Like everybody just picks something as a. It's really good.
I guess that's how we do things here in
I
the
love
gaming
it.
industry.
Is Mostly Games just you, or do you have anybody else? I know you said you're making games with your wife before the call.
Yes.
Is that right? Or
Yes, I'm. Well, the development team is pretty much me and my wife. We work together. She provides all the art, the animations. She storyboards, and I do decoding. I write the story, and then I pull it all together in Unity. We also have multiple co-founders in the company who oversee the business side of things. So they help find the founding, they negotiate with potential publishers or find grants for us to subsist upon.
Okay. And who is
Cool.
Black Soup? They helped you publish it?
Black Soup, they are the marketing agency based in Berlin, and two co-founders, Timo and Camille. We've sent them the demo for Peppered, and they liked it so much they wanted to pretty much invest and build a studio together here in Berlin. So that's how we.
That's super
That's pretty
cool.
much how we emigrated.
Was Peppered the first game y'all made together?
This is the first game I ever made. I have no prior experience in the gaming industry at
That's
all.
wild.
Dude. Good first try. Really fucking good. I must say. This is
I guess that's what I keep hearing. So it doesn't
Okay.
feel that way, obviously, but
So I want to hear from you your pitch like for Peppered, what Peppered is.
Peppered is a narrative-driven platformer where you save the world or get a job. It has 11 different endings, which are based on what you do, what you choose, and how badly you failed. And one of the main gimmick of this narrative-driven platformer is that you have one shot at everything, meaning the game does not reset. So, say for example, there's a boss fight. If you
Right.
lose it, the game does not let you retry it. It takes your failure into account. It changes the story. It changes the route you're going for, and it takes you to one of the multiple hilariously bleak endings that we have.
Who's from Russia? What? Hilariously bleak? That doesn't sound Russian at all.
No, of course not. Of course not. And we have a
Tolstoy, eat
dude whose
your
name
heart
is Fyodor Glagolev with a massive mustache.
I fucking love it, dude. The sense of humor in this game is fucking amazing. There's a game that I played recently by Devolver Digital called Stick It to the Stick Man. Have you seen it around?
No, but
Are you
that does
familiar with
ring a bell.
Devolver Digital?
I am familiar with Devolver
Your
Digital,
game
of course.
belongs right in their fucking pantheon, dude. The sense of humor is so on point. But I was just,
Yeah.
We tried to pitch them the game. They did not like it, so we do not belong in the.
oh my
Interesting.
goodness, that's outrageous. Shame
very
on you,
interesting.
Devolver
Well,
Digital.
No, it's actually no. I don't. I think I respect Devolver Digital because they were one of the only publishers who are honest. I mean, the reason
good
at
point,
least they said
okay.
like, "Hey, we don't like your game. We don't want to invest in it." Like, but good luck. At least that's honest. That's aside from like
The fucking
multiple
bit.
publishers who just talk and talk and talk and talk. It leads to absolutely nowhere for
Feed you
ages.
corporate
so.
bullcrap.
The
Yeah,
mini game where
So they
you
obviously
ask-
didn't play the demo at all because they would have
Right.
known you're not a fan of that.
Can't believe that. The mini game where you're writing up, they ask you to write the perfect corporate letter, and the up arrow is slowly scrolling across, but then all the letters come in, and fucking later in the game, someone's just like, and I quote, your corporate strategy is, and then it reads back to you what you typed, and mine was just like, it's like, that shit
not
had
gonna
me
lie.
crying, laughing.
I love rhythm
Fun
games
fact.
and I love like Dance Dance. So there was a split second where I really tried to hit the keys. In the
Me too. And you can see me when he displays it for you later. You can actually visually see me give up. Where I'm just like, oh no. And
Yeah,
I'm just
because
like,
it actually died. It does type out what exactly did you write.
So
And
it's
fun
just
it's
fact,
so goddamn
keys.
funny.
Magical.
if you're gonna play with controller, because the game does support controller, it's just gonna mention it the fact and say like, hey, perhaps you should have used a keyboard instead of a controller for this.
Yes, it controls very well in the platforming with the controller. The like after you get off, if you get off the desk chair, because I'll have you know that Upon playing your game, I discovered something about myself, which is I'm more drone-like than I realized, because I've immediately got a job and wasted 50 years of my life on like the very first task, and I was just like, damn, what the fuck does that say about me? But then upon rebooting,
look, it's one of the most positive endings we have in the game, so I think you're good.
That's true. That's true. You just get like
That's
old
funny.
and they're like, oh, wow, we lived a long life of just being in here on these goddamn chairs.
See, you lived a long life. That
Yes.
doesn't sound bad to me at all.
But then when I read, obviously, then the game informs you, you know, you could have avoided this. You actually did this. And then I had like this, if you played Stanley Parable, like,
Of course.
I had the moment where I was just like, oh, I didn't have to do as I was told. And I realized you can walk past this lady and then go outside and then fight her for the star. And then you finally get off the chairs, which I must say, the rolling around in the office chairs is fucking hilarious. Like the body language.
It was the reason why everybody in the office rolls in their office chairs. Basically, laziness. I just did not want to animate them walking, so I was like, how we can work around it so we don't have to animate everybody
gosh,
walking.
it's so fun.
Perfect, because it makes their body language read as just like sad, because they're all just hunched over in their
Yeah.
chairs within like in the
Yes.
fetal position, because they're just so sad to be there. And they don't even, they're so sad they don't
so
even want to
good.
put their fucking feet on the ground. They just shuffle around in place.
As
So
you can
And also-
tell, I did my time in the office. Yeah.
It controls fun as a platform where it's like you can dash with the shoulders, but then if you want to move more precisely, you have to do this silly ass shimmying thing. Like it's a fun combination of
It
mechanics,
is.
like in like being a joke kind of deal. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like Bennett Foddy games. I don't know if you've played like he did like Baby Steps and
Oh,
the
baby
game-
steps. Yeah, I saw that.
Yes, all these games where they're kind of like mean on purpose or just like
Yeah.
kind of stupid on purpose. I love that shit. But
They're
what are
goofy,
your
yeah.
what are some of your favorite comedic games? Do you have any games that are particularly funny that you can think of that you can draw to?
I'm not sure because like most of the humor was inspired by current in real life events and BoJack Horseman, which for all the difference. that-
Okay, good show.
But as comedic video games go, no, I don't think. I mean, besides like
Yeah.
Undertale, what?
I was gonna say you
comedic
played
video
Undertale,
games
so there's
are
Yeah.
probably
there?
that kind of vibe in the humor.
Well,
Like,
I
how
mean, yeah,
many
there's
comedic
Undertale. All
games
this
are there? There is game that has humor in it, but it very rarely makes me laugh. Really.
Yeah, I've been playing Thank Goodness You're Here, which is made by Panic.
Oh,
Published by Panic, and it's like it's kind of like an adventure game that's
yeah, I saw it. It's cute.
slapsticky. It's not like existential sort of irreverent humor like yours. But yeah, it's true. It's hard to find funny games that aren't like trying too hard. Ones that
Right.
truly are
Yeah.
sincere and make fun of observations. I like to stick it to the stick man. I'll have you know, I'm partial to being afraid of work. I wrote a play.
Well, you're a gamer. That's in the job
yeah.
description, isn't it?
I wrote a play that is all about two guys doing basically anything they can to not do work. So I'm right there with you. I love the idea of that. I wanted to mention that your game is billed as an existential platformer in air quotes, which is, you know, it's about free will and in a meaningless universe pretty much. But what's your relationship to philosophy like, Vas? You fuck with Albert Camus?
I don't think I'm cool enough to be like a full-on absurdist because I still desperately cling on and try to make reasons for my existence. So I'm definitely do not fuck with Albert Camus.
Okay,
He would
okay.
hate me.
I think this
He would
I
definitely
think this
hate me.
game is just an extension of your personality. Is the vibe that I'm
It
picking
truly
up.
is.
I guess I heard that. Yeah, I heard that multiple times. Yeah, I guess at some level, yeah, I was honest while making this game. It is
'Cause-
very stupid, so I'm not sure what that's saying about me, but
You said before this you're a filmmaker and a writer, but you also said you had experience in the office because I agree with Buck. This clearly, there's so
do
many
you know-
games like
do you know where all of these career trajectories intercept? Being a TV stations, of course. Bullshit TV stations full of misery. Absolute
That makes a lot of
misery.
sense.
interesting. A lot of
makes a lot of sense. Oh god, that's
a lot
funny.
of paper pushing and shit involved with that.
Oh yeah, no idea.
No.
There's
Tell me.
all right. When I was, I want to say like 18, right? One of the first TV station I worked on called TV station Mir. which translates as the world. And I found at my very first day a video editing colleague. He had no hair, no eyebrows. He shaved them off. He did not blink ever, and he just stared at the screen, right? And do you know those paperfold fortune tellers things people do?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
He had like a full-on mountain, stacks of it, right? Because every time like a reporter would bring him a list with the text, right? He would immediately fold it and stack it on top. Fold it, stack it on top. And he had like a huge mountain. It was full-on David Lynch, like creepiness to it all. So I sat next to this guy and I said like, hey, my dear friend, tell me this. What's the point? What is the reason for this TV channel to exist? Why are we here? Like, and he was folding his paper, not even looking at me, not blinking, just staring at the screen and said like, well, you know, I did not turn on the TV in like decades now, but I assume somebody's watching it, right? Because every time we mess up, there are consequences. And I'm like, all right, examples. And he said, well,
My gosh.
we have this TV show called We Know Russian Language. And I'm like, okay. There was a huge scandal recently because somebody called it at the studio and mentioned the fact that at the last segment that we used for ages, there are 13 grammatical errors in text. And the only reason we know is because some old lady called at the studio and told us. So we're like, yes, this is the place to be for the next 4 years of my life.
Ooh, okay.
That's magical. That's
I
magical.
love-
It's magical it's a great word. It was a bizarre place. It was like a bunch of David Lynch style aliens try to recreate humanity in a form of TV station. It was
When you die in Peppered, at least when you get to the end of the demo, I wrote this in my notes. You go to a diner in which a guy says some pretty ominous shit to you, and it made me want to add, like, you fuck with David Lynch? Because that was pretty Lynchian right there. You go into a diner where a guy basically says, like, by the way, the game won't forget. And I was just like, whoa, what the fuck? Like,
with a video editing background, how could I not be into David Lynch? I mean,
sure,
Right.
okay, you're right.
But that's
if you
also
like-
very from game terms. That speaks very Mass Effect 2 to me. Like that's wanting to
That's
say
also
my
a-
decisions make importance.
yeah, I mean, that's one of the influence points for sure. I mean,
It
Mass
reminded
Effects were
me-
huge.
A lot of Undertale where
Sure.
Undertale like won't let you save scum. Like for example, it'll remember that you did that, or remember that you lost a battle, even though like that's a different timeline. And now I was like, that's very fucking Undertale. This is cool, super like meta shit. Speaking though of like TV and obscure indie shit, Vas, have you played in big air quotes Blippo, or do you know what it is?
Blippo, no, fill me in. What is this?
Blippo is, do you know what the play date is? It was like a console with a little crank on the side of it. Okay,
Console
so
with
there's
a
this
crank on the
console
si- Okay,
that's
what's
made here in America. These guys make this little thing that looks like a Game Boy. It's got 2 buttons, and on the side, it has like a crank, like in
It's a
Resident
crank.
Evil puzzle or
It's a
something. And
And you turn it, what animations happen, right?
You turn
just
it and
rotates
it's like-
a character.
it's like
It's
the
a
same as a
controller.
button. It's a part of the controller
it's
for
part of the
all of the
controller.
games that are for it, which is besides the point. My point was that they have this game
So
for
wait,
it.
when Soldier Boy told us to crank it,
Yes,
Was this
he
the
was
thing he was
predicting.
referring to? Because I'm not
Yes,
sure.
Vas,
This is the
now you're
cultural-
getting it.
okay,
There's this game
the
called
cultural
Blippo.
distance gets shorter.
There's this game called Blippo that is just it's packaged to you as interstellar TV. It's quote unquote TV that's coming through a wormhole from another
Okay.
dimension, from a planet
Okay.
called Blip, and it is basically a bunch of cable access quality shows that
Yeah.
are all a minute long, and they are given to you in the format of like how cable used to be portrayed to you, like
Back
via
in
like
the 90s. Yeah.
dude, you would love it. It's fucking
That sounds
ridiculous
very
and
Rick and
pointless
Morty.
and very fun.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
it
very
is very.
interdimensional cable, and it's out
Yes.
on Steam now, so you can actually watch it in color. But I'm like a huge Sega CD
Cool.
fan, so I love those really low, poor quality, FMV cutscenes. The coolest thing about it is when it was originally shipped to you, you got to watch those channels, and then you had to wait a week for new packets of channels and new
Oh.
TV shows to watch. So this expanded over like 8, 12 weeks. You got more and more content, their news, their art channels, their all kinds of different things. It was great.
But enough about that shit. More about Peppered. A few more questions about the
Go for
video
it.
game making process, sir. Do you have a favorite part of the video game making process or a least favorite part of the video game making process? Now that you've
say-
officially made your first video game?
I'd say localizing was definitely the least, my least favorite part because we did it a bit too late in the process. And the way you do it, you connect a plugin to Unity, and then you transfer all the lines, like every single one, into a spreadsheet, right? That then chooses which language you pick, right? I didn't do that at first because I didn't know that was a thing. So by the time I did more than half of a game, all of the dialogue lines were hard coded in the files. So you would have to go in the files, and I mean like coding with thousands of lines of codes, find the dialogue line, put it in a spreadsheet, attach a key to it, and then put it back into code. And
Oh,
then
yeah,
you have
yeah.
to do it for every single dialogue line that we have.
Vas is like, I'm back in the office.
Pretty much. Pretty much. So that was tedious.
Did you teach yourself how to code? I forgot to
Yeah.
ask. You did?
Yeah. I mean, again,
Man.
I had no education, no nothing. I just randomly picked courses online, and
Uh-huh.
I decided to go for Unity because it was free, and that's how I started. And there was no magical fanfare that says like, "Congratulations, you're a game developer." now."
Right.
And it still wasn't. It would be nice if it was, but
They were- you have to go play RPG Maker for the PlayStation 1. Once you beat it, they give you a little plaque that says you can make video
I
games now.
actually did play RPG Maker on PlayStation 1.
Yeah,
I
you
actually
did.
did that.
Man, well, I mean, I have no more questions. Buck, do you have any more questions for Vas?
One of my favorite things is always to look at these games because Steam likes to recommend to you, this is why this game is relevant to you. Here's the 2 titles that we think is relevant to you. And this just told me that there's way more existential crisis that goes on in this game further in, because it has told me, because I played Dead Cells and Silent Hill F, I'm gonna like Peppered.
What a okay, Steam has no idea, I guess, how to recommend our game.
That also tells me Steam has no idea what to recommend for your game, which is maybe a
It
good
has
thing.
no idea what to recommend to Buck. Yes, yes.
Because you played Balatro and you were drunk. We
Yeah.
recommend you this thing.
Because
If I
you
scroll
played
down, that's
Myst
what it
in
says.
1997, you might like this.
I do.
Well,
Because
man-
you played List, you might like to delete your Steam account or something.
But I really do. But Mack's right. I really do enjoy the interactions even earlier on the game with the cop and everything else. It's just so funny. The
Oh my
jokes
god,
about,
the cop
jokes
character
about
is so
red tape
goddamn funny.
and everything else is
Oh.
so. The permission to arrest? No.
No.
Come fill out paperwork.
All right.
Well, then, I
Rules
have
are
good
rules,
news-
yeah.
I have good news to you. Then she's one of the main characters in the game, so she gets a lot of screen time.
Okay, she stops being a cop after a certain point. Is that I watched I was like, oh, is that the
mean-
cop? And she is her regular. Oh, I guess it depends on what you do, isn't it?
How would I know? How would I know? You would have to play. You would have to play
That's
to
my
see
dude.
for
A
yourself.
magician never reveals his tricks.
Yes.
Well,
Look, our fan base gives me shit constantly for spoiling stuff, so I learned my lesson.
Okay.
I'm
Hey,
keeping my
that's a
mouth
fair
shut.
answer.
I think that this being your first game and having to teach yourself coding and doing all the foibles, but it still being so good is like a testament to that. Like, you got to have good ideas to make good art, to make good video games. Like, all the AAA studios in the world will not make a joke. Like, you just have to be funny to make a joke where your test is to make coffee. And it's just like this huge buildup with the thing scrolling. And then when you press the button, they're just like a very slow animation of coffee being poured happens as the 2 characters just silently watch it happen. I was just like, it's just good shit, man. It's just really funny ass, like getting in a fight in a rooftop with the chairs and pushing the lady off the cliff and then getting a promotion because you did so or whatever. It's just, I don't know what to say other than you got a good ass sense of humor, man, and I hope you make more video games, frankly.
Oh, we're already working on the next one.
Okay,
Ooh.
what's the next? You got to tell me.
I mean, it's very early stages of development.
Uh-huh,
so
uh-huh.
the only thing I can say, it's going to be psychological horror with elements of toxic romance.
Ooh, are
so
you thinking
stay tuned.
Another like
like that.
adventures oh my gosh, I can't think of the word, like plot driven game, or is it
Yes.
gonna be okay,
I mean,
cool.
yeah, our strength is not in gameplay specifically, but more in a
Writing.
blend of simple gameplay and very good presentation. So
That makes some of the best games anyway, though.
It does, man. It does. I don't care if the coins are in the most challenging spot. It's the fact that the way they're presented, and just to remind me that it's a
about the
video game, and then it's so fucking good, man. I love your game. So listen, go to Steam, wish list, and buy Peppered. It's coming out for the Switch soon as well, you said?
Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation on April 7.
Boom,
Awesome.
boom, boom, baby. If you like Night in the Woods, Stick It to the Stick Man, and other like modern video games that try to tell you a story about life while also giving you like a gameplay style that you are familiar with, that you don't have to like learn something new and you could just like be pulled through the universe, you'll like Peppered. Vas,
Hopefully
where else can people find you on the internet? Where do you want them to go and give you money? Where do you want them to go and give you accolades?
Accolades, I don't know. Drop chain. No, no. Go.
You can buy
Go
Vas's
to
crypto
Blue Sky,
coin at
go to Blue Sky, because we switched from Twitter to there, or you can go to Twitter. I occasionally post there as well. You can join our Discord server where there's a bunch of very enthusiastic fans who draw fan art and make fanfics about the game, and you can also see all the updates about the upcoming game as well. So
awesome.
As
Sweet.
for the money, buy the game. That would be enough.
Buy the motherfucking game. It's cheap. It's an indie developer. You got this guy who's an artist. Come on, buy the fucking game. Vas, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to hang out with Buck and myself. That's it for us with the Super Interview Brothers for this week. Be sure to join us on the next episode. Until next time, video games, schmidio games, everyone. Goodbye.
Ciao.